It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.
It's a lot of artists now starting to, permeate here in the United States.
Yes.
I think you opened the doors for a lot of people.
I appreciate you saying that, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I really do, because it's been so hard for British artists to come over here and break.
Yo, real talk, I appreciate you saying that, because I don't think a lot of people realize that and respect that, because it wasn't easy for me. I had to put in my time and grind, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people don't understand what it takes when you break America. There's a reason they call it breaking America, because you're smashing every state. Boom, 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 going from one place to another, really just trying to crack each market individually before you can really grab the whole United States. So here you're talking about, a lot of people didn't understand that I came from overseas, where I'd be doing arena shows, and I'd come from doing 20,000 in Singapore, 50,000 in Dubai, and I come to America and I'm performing in a dive bar, and ain't no one paying any attention. They're talking to each other like, who's this guy on stage? But thankfully, because of my sense of humor and the way that my approach to this, I actually found that hilarious. So I was like, wow, this is gonna be one hell of an experience. And I enjoyed all of that. I didn't have those airs and graces going, you don't know who I am. Why don't you know who I am? Why should you know who the hell I am? I'm from... Why should you? Like, real talk, if I'm not on your television, if I'm not on your radio, why should you know who I am?
True.
Right? So it was difficult for me to come out here and do all of that grind and all that graft in order to break. And then I think what happened was, because of my success, you gotta understand, all the UK record companies are really scared to break their artists in America, because it costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And I have to give props to those who came before me, because if it wasn't for them, maybe I wouldn't have come through.
Who are some of those people?
So I got to give props to Estelle, who did her thing, and I got to give props to Craig David, who came even before Estelle. Those two, were big in England and then came and had some serious success out here. But I acknowledge that, and I appreciate their work. And I came through, and I think what happened was a lot of the British record companies after my success were like, damn, Jay just had a #1 record in it. Maybe we should get some of our artists out there. All of a sudden, the door's open. So, I'm not saying that it's all down to me, but, I appreciate you acknowledging that.
No, absolutely. I'll study it. And now you're starting to see more American artists go overseas, too, as a result,
Let me tell you, a lot of the reason why people like Pitbull and Akon and those guys had so much success was because and Black Eyed Peas, because they realized, oh my God, our songs are huge around the world. So they started touring everywhere. And I don't know if this is something you guys know, but let's take all those cats we were talking about from the 90s, right? Let's say Wu-Tang Clan, for example. They can still play Brixton Academy in England and fill out the room, 2,000-3,000 people. And you're going, Wu-Tang Clan? Method Man, Redman are there all the time, right? You've got people like Jodeci, and we had Joe and Brian McKnight filling arenas outside of America, because they're loyal fans. So once you understand that you have a global fan base, you can pretty much tour for a long, long time.
So having experienced both sides of the water, I have this theory that it feels to me, it feels to me that there's a higher appreciation for music and music culture in the artists, a bigger investment overseas than there is here in the States.
Can I tell you what I think and how I think that works, and why that perhaps might be true? So America really is the breeding ground for pretty much the world's biggest entertainers. We have to acknowledge that. In England, we grew up, when we go and watch a film, it's an American film. 80 to 90% of the films that are in our theaters are American films. The biggest stars are American stars. Your Will Smiths, your, whatever, like, they're American stars. So when we watch, the thing that we do have, of course, we have football. We have, soccer.
We call it soccer.
Yeah. Football, because, we actually kick it with our foot. Which is like
I know that was a dig that was coming. I knew you said, all right.
So...
You don't throw it with your hands, right?
So we have our things there, but like when it comes to a majority of singers, etc., and actors, they're from America. But so because they're all coming from America, and that's the genesis of all of these, what's happening is America doesn't maybe understand or realize how big they are around the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So with us, when an American star comes over to say somewhere in, I don't know, let's just say Germany, they're going to go, oh my God, I see you on TV all the time. I hear you on radio and you're here in my small town?
Yeah.
What the hell? So they go crazy and they're like, they never ever thought that they would come to their town, you know? So that's why the love and admiration is so much bigger. And it only makes sense that if an artist breaks in America, their success around the rest of the world becomes even bigger.
Yeah, a lot of the artists that can't, like De La Soul, or it's a lot of artists who cannot even get one play here in the States. They go overseas, they're making a good living.
Yeah.
You know, they still being appreciated.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.